The Invisible Man. The Invisible Man is a novel by Wells published in 1897. The story follows the adventures of a young scientist named Griffin, who has discovered the secret of invisibility and is struggling to control its effects on his life. Griffin is a brilliant but reclusive scientist who has devoted himself to research on optics and light. One day, he makes a discovery that will change the course of his life. He has found a way to make himself invisible. Griffin becomes obsessed with the idea of using his newfound power to dominate others, and he sets out to conduct a series of experiments on his own body. As he perfects the formula for his invisibility serum, Griffin discovers that the process has a number of unforeseen consequences. He finds that his invisibility makes him both vulnerable and powerful, as he can now move about unseen and undetected, but is also unable to control his own impulses and desires. Griffin soon realizes that his invisibility has rendered him an outcast from society, and he decides to use his powers to terrorize and control others. He embarks on a series of crimes, including theft, assault, and murder, and he becomes increasingly delusional and paranoid. As the novel progresses, Griffin's actions become more violent and erratic, and he becomes a wanted man. He seeks refuge in a small town, where he meets a woman named Flora Cranley, with whom he was once romantically involved. However, Griffin's madness and his need for power soon drive him to commit one final, horrific act that ultimately leads to his downfall. The Invisible Man is a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked scientific progress and the corrupting influence of power. It explores themes of identity, morality, and the relationship between science and society. Wells uses the character of Griffin to illustrate the dangers of a scientific discovery that is pursued without moral or ethical considerations. Griffin's pursuit of invisibility is driven purely by his own selfish desires, and he is unable to control the effects of his discovery once it is unleashed upon the world. In short, The Invisible Man is a novel that explores the dangers of unchecked scientific progress and the corrupting influence of power. Through the character of Griffin, Wells illustrates the potential consequences of a scientific discovery that is pursued without moral or ethical considerations. The novel also raises questions about the role of science in society, the struggle to maintain one's identity in the face of societal pressure, and the corrupting influence of power.